And so, oh wait, look, we got to put this up. This is Doug's wife. So Janie says, Lainey says, Dad makes me do wall push-ups all the time. I do them when I feel mad and they make me feel better.
Good job, Lainey. That's awesome.
So do you mind taking us through that? So how did you come up with that with her?
Well, so one of the things we do is she'll get really, if she's in like a stressed out place, she'll I'll hold my hands up and I'm just try to push me over. And so she'll and try to push me over. And then occasionally I throw myself back, but on the bed and she put, so it kind of is like a fun way to do progressive muscle relaxation rather than just saying, hey, just, squeeze your fists or whatever. And, doing things like that. So
is that why, when kids, I would do this when I was younger, I would just sit there and just get real tense and
right.
Is that because you're trying, what is that?
You have all this kind of pent up stress and adrenaline, when you're stressed, you're getting adrenaline shooting through your brain and body. And so that's, and so relaxing is doing something with that adrenaline and things like that. So Lainey really responds to those because, if she's in a temper tantrum or something like that, for whatever reason, she's, expressing that. And so you'll see it. She calms right down and then things change and she's, able to do that. I have tried to get my kids to do a lot of those things, try to practice what I preach. But
yeah. Would you say, when I was little, I always wanted a punching bag. Would you say a punching bag would be good too? To kind of for if you had a son or
right,
had a male that was struggling with anger issues to say, hey, why don't we take 10 minutes and you get out and punch the punching bag? Or
it can be. I the only thing I would be careful about is when you're trying to be aggressive over feelings. I don't want to pair an association between aggression and what you're mad about. So the idea is that, okay, someone makes me mad, so I'm going to visualize her on, on this person on the punching bag and punch, the punching bag. I would just be careful. I mean, it would do the physical aspect of it. I would just be careful that you're not going to generalize that idea that when I'm stressed, I hit things. I would want that to be kind of that's how they, do that it doesn't translate to other aspects.
I am curious about that. How would that translate?
So whenever we engage in something, we have neural activity, and these neural activities are often co-occurring. So you have for example, that's how we learn language. You have co-occurring neural activity from stimuli in the environment. So I have a visual of a dog, and then my mom says dog. And so the co-occurring auditory neural activity and the visual neural activity puts that together, and my brain associates any furry thing as a dog. And then so the next time, and you keep repeating that association, that's how I learn language and things like that. So the brain is always making associations, so it learns how to automatically respond and react to situations. And so if I create, every time I'm angry at somebody, I go hit things, I would just want to make sure that association is I only hit the punching bag. It's not that I always deal with my emotions through aggression. I want people to kind of, or then if I start punching the punching bag and it makes me angrier, that wouldn't be healthy either. You'd want to make sure that it's calming as well. So, so it just depends on what that experience. I would just be careful because it does involve being aggressive, but it can definitely be helpful.